The air crackled with tension as two warriors faced off, their eyes locked in an unspoken challenge. On one side stood General Fujita, the infamous near-invincible fighter from Fist of Legend, a man whose very presence exuded dominance. Opposing him, graceful yet fierce, was Michelle Yeoh, a living legend in martial arts cinema, a warrior whose mastery of technique and fluid motion had made her one of the most formidable fighters on screen. The outcome of this battle would not be determined by brute strength alone but by cunning, skill, and adaptability. General Fujita is a force of nature. His fighting style is a fusion of brutal karate and military precision, making him a nearly unstoppable adversary. With an ironclad defense and almost inhuman resilience, he can take strikes that would break lesser men. He absorbs damage, uses raw power to overwhelm his opponents, and delivers devastating strikes that can shatter bones with ease. His sheer strength allows him to bulldoze through most adversaries, and his durability means he rarely falters, no matter how much punishment he takes. However, his weaknesses are not invisible. His fighting style, though immensely powerful, lacks fluidity and adaptability. He relies heavily on strength and endurance, often neglecting speed and agility. Against an opponent who moves unpredictably, evades his brute force and exploits openings in his rigid style, Fujita can find himself struggling. On the other side of the battlefield, Michelle Yeoh is a study in elegance and precision. Known for her incredible agility, expert use of momentum, and deep understanding of martial arts choreography, she is the embodiment of adaptability. Her movements are a dance of speed and grace, able to turn an enemy's strength against them. Her diverse background in multiple martial arts styles, from wushu to taekwondo to traditional kung fu, gives her a level of unpredictability that few can match. She doesn't rely on brute force. Instead, she counters, deflects, and outmaneuvers opponents with finesse. Yet, she has her limitations. While she is undoubtedly strong, she does not possess the raw, overwhelming power of someone like Fujita. She cannot afford to take heavy blows head-on, and prolonged close-quarters combat against a powerhouse like him would put her at a disadvantage. Her strategy must rely on evasion, counterattacks, and exploiting Fujita's rigidity. The moment the fight commenced, Fujita wasted no time, charging forward like an unstoppable tank. His first strike was a thunderous punch aimed at Yeoh's midsection, one that could have ended the fight in an instant had it connected. But Yeoh was already moving, her body slipping just out of reach with a masterful sidestep, her reflexes like a dancer in perfect sync with the battlefield. Fujita, unfazed, unleashed a barrage of powerful strikes, each one carrying the weight of a wrecking ball. Yeoh, however, responded with speed and fluidity, weaving through his attacks like a shadow, deflecting, redirecting, and frustrating him at every turn. Every missed strike by Fujita was an opportunity for Yeoh, a counterstrike to his ribs, a sharp kick to his knee, a deceptive feint that left him momentarily exposed. Yet Fujita was nothing if not relentless. He adapted as best as he could, cutting off Yeoh's space, forcing her into close combat where his brute strength would be most effective. He landed a glancing blow to her shoulder, sending her reeling. The impact was undeniable, but Yeoh didn't let it shake her focus. She knew she had to change her approach. Instead of outright evasion, she used his strength against him. She baited him into overextending his strikes, creating small windows of opportunity. A missed punch turned into a counter elbow to his face. A lunging kick became an opening for a sweep that staggered him. Each mistake he made was punished, her strikes targeted and precise, wearing him down piece by piece. As the fight continued, Fujita's relentless attacks began to slow. His body, though immensely durable, was not impervious to damage. The accumulation of counterstrikes, the repeated disruptions to his rhythm, and the sheer exhaustion from chasing an opponent who never stayed still began to take its toll. His once impenetrable defense had cracks, his movements slightly sluggish. Yeoh saw her moment. She feinted a retreat, baiting him into an all-or-nothing charge. He took it, throwing everything into one final, devastating punch. But Yeoh had anticipated it. At the last possible second, she twisted to the side, dodging the blow by mere inches. With Fujita off balance, she struck, a series of rapid-fire strikes to his pressure points, a final spinning kick to his temple. Fujita staggered, his massive frame teetering. And then, with a final exhale, he collapsed to one knee, dazed. The fight was over. Fujita, despite his incredible power and endurance, had been outmaneuvered, outclassed, and ultimately outsmarted. Michelle Yeoh had proven that skill, speed, and adaptability could overcome even the most overwhelming force. The lesson was clear: power alone is never enough. It takes intelligence, strategy, and the ability to read an opponent to truly claim victory. And on that battlefield, Michelle Yeoh stood victorious, not just as a martial artist, but as a testament to the art of fighting itself.